Hi, good morning and welcome. I'm going to talk about three things today. Obviously, Nigeria, but I'm also going to talk about Guinness and Hey Human in the context of Nigeria and a particular case study that we've done in the last couple of years as part of all the work that we've done in Nigeria. On to the next slide, please. So, in terms of the Hey Human part of this, Hey Human, we're a creative agency based in London, but over half of our clients are global, and a large proportion of that is working in Africa, and I'll come on to that. But as well as that, and it's really important in terms of the Nigeria story, we have Hey Lab and Hey Studio, and Hey Lab is our marketing effectiveness offer. Focused on neuroscience, and it's something that we've definitely used a lot in terms of working with our clients generally, but also specifically our clients on Guinness globally and in Nigeria. And then Hey Studio is our in-house production and content creation, which allows us to create content in an agile way. So the difference for us is being able to create, test and shoot. And as many of you will know, every market's fast moving, but particularly in Nigeria, that ability to create, test and shoot has really worked particularly well for us. On to the next slide. And for us, I think really importantly, we believe in what we describe as human brands. And those are brands that connect to people in the ways that matter to people today. Now, when we started talking about this in 2014, little did MD know how much behaviors and attitudes and the relationships between people and brands would change. But yet again, we know it's accelerated massively in the last 2 years through the pandemic, but also, just the connectivity and the speed and just the lives that people lead in Nigeria. I mean that for us, when I talk about Guinness particularly, it truly does live that whole human brand piece. Next slide, thanks. So in terms of Guinness and Nigeria, as I mentioned, we've been working there quite some time. It's well over 15 years, particularly Nigeria, but also sub-Saharan Africa, so also particularly Ghana and Kenya. And we work across Diageo brands, and Guinness FES is at the core of that. Now, Guinness FES is different to Guinness that many of you will know in other parts of the world. It's a different type of liquid, a different type of head, and a different ABV. But it is very much sits within Guinness as a brand. It's just the liquid is very different in many ways. And really importantly for us, we go from broadcast to bottle in Nigeria. So we do from TV to where things really happen, particularly in bar, and that's strategy and execution. And something that everybody's talked about today and is crucial to us in terms of how we work is we work collaboratively with our local and global clients and agency partners. So that will be in Europe, but also really importantly in Nigeria. So, from strategy to execution, we are working with our local Guinness clients to come up with and develop the strategy together, to develop the ideas together, and crucially, particularly with agency partners in Lagos, in this example, turning the idea into an execution that actually works and connects. On to the next slide. So Guinness and FES and Nigeria. So Nigeria, particularly, as you've heard already, is an incredibly vibrant and young country that lives mobile first. 70% of Nigerians are under 30, and they are passionate about a positive technology-driven future. Now, as with the rest of the world, what we've also seen is those sort of more niche behaviors have become accelerated through the last couple of years. So digital reliance and just new behaviors in terms of purchasing, consumption, and also social behaviors have been massively accelerated. But on the flip side, you know, with all this new stuff going on, Guinness is very much established in Africa and Nigeria. So it's been in West Africa since 1827, and Africa is now Guinness's second largest market. So, you know, it is a heritage brand in the context of massive change in terms of that sector, in terms of new drinking occasions, new liquids, new brands coming in, but also new brands sprouting up in Nigeria itself. So the job for FES particularly is staying relevant through the brand, the liquid, new touch points, and its properties. And one massive property that we work on is the English Premier League. Okay, next slide, please. So that brings us to the case study that we were going to share today, which is Guinness Flavour Rooms. Now, as I said, I think the biggest challenge for Guinness currently is it's a fantastic heritage brand, but it's also something that you could describe as the drink that my dad had, which has obviously got positives and negatives. So in this incredibly young, vibrant country where the new target audience is engaging in new brands, new liquids, and drinking in new occasions, how do you bring Guinness into their lives in a way that makes them reassess it and makes it relevant for them? And that was our biggest challenge. Now, I've talked about, you know, our belief in human brands and the change in relationships. This is a perfect example of that. I've also talked about, you know, changing behaviors, fueling human brands. This is a perfect example of that. But also, when I talked about HeyLab, I mentioned neuroscience. And actually, the trigger for this idea, which was focused on Lagos, was that neuroscience showing that we engage with sensory sensations differently in different contexts. And actually, Guinness is an incredibly vibrant brand, but also an incredibly vibrant liquid. And a lot of that wasn't connecting with a younger audience that I've talked about. So that was the guiding thought for that, being situated in a new experience in the heart of Lagos. And now we're going to play a case study video that hopefully brings that to life for all of you.
I run away for some time into a universe of sunsets. Counting on my senses.
Brilliant, thank you for that. So hopefully you get a sense that anything is possible in Nigeria for brands, agencies, and creatively if you think and work differently. Now, obviously, the magic of the idea in Guinness Flavour Rooms only means something if it can be executed properly. And that's something that we did through working collaboratively with our clients and also local agency partners. Now, over the years on Guinness and other Diageo brands, we've done things that we can never do in other markets. You know, we've created a TV series that's been watched by tens of millions. We've brought English Premier League players into Nigeria to connect with fans in ways that just wouldn't be possible elsewhere. We created something called Guinness Night Football that totally transformed how people experienced football outside of the 90 minutes. So we've done loads of those things and more. And to be, I think the fantastic thing for us is a lot of the thinking about human brands, neuroscience and new behaviors, we've been able to turn that into reality in terms of work for our clients and brands in Nigeria in ways that we haven't been able to in other parts of the world. So really anything is possible in Nigeria if you think about it and work with people in the right ways. Thanks very much. Thank you.